Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another story time with Miss Burko. I am here today to continue reading Magic Treehouse book number 4, Pirates Past Noon. So, if you remember in the chapters that we read yesterday, Jack and Annie got captured by Cap'n Bones and Pinky and Stinky. Pinky and Stinky went through the treehouse and they took the gold medallion with the letter M on it. Jack and Annie are really upset because it's not even their medallion, so they don't want the pirates to have it. Let's continue reading chapters 5 and 6 to see what happens to Jack and Annie in this adventure. Are you ready? Here we go. Chapter 5 is called The Kid's Treasure. Jack and Annie watched in horror. The gold greedy pirates seemed to have lost their minds. Jack nudged Annie. Together they started to back away slowly from the pirates toward the treehouse. "Halt!" Captain Bones shouted. "Not another step!" Jack and Annie froze. Captain Bones grinned his black-toothed grin. "Tell old Bones where the rest of the treasure is," he growled, "or prepare to meet thy doom." What do you mean the rest of it?" said Annie. "The rest of the treasure!" roared Captain Bones. "I know it's on this island. I have a map." He reached into his belt pouch and pulled out a torn piece of paper. He waved it at Jack and Annie. "Is that a treasure map?" asked Jack. "Aye, it's the map telling about Kid's treasure." "What Kid's treasure?" "Not us kids," said Annie. "We don't know anything about a kid's treasure." "Why don't you read the map?" said Jack. "You read it," Captain Bones, and he put the paper in Jack's face. Jack stared at the strange marks on the paper. "What does that mean?" asked Jack. "What does what mean?" asked Captain Bones. "Those words." Jack pointed at the words at the bottom of the map. "Well, it means..." Captain Bones' good eyes squinting at the writing. He frowned. He coughed. He rubbed his nose. "Oh, leave him alone," Pinky growled at Jack. "You know he can't read," said Stinky. "Oh, would you stop it there?" Captain Bones roared at his men. "Jack and I can read," Annie piped up. "Shh," said Jack. "Cap'n, make 'em read the map for ya," said Stinky. Captain Bones gave Jack and Annie a dark look. "Read it," he said. "Then will you let us go?" said Jack. The pirate squinted his good eye. "Aye, lubber, when the treasure's in me hands, I'll let you go." "Okay," said Jack, "I'll read it to you." He looked at the map. It said, "The gold doth lie beneath the whale's eye." "Huh?" Captain Bones scowled. "What's that supposed to mean?" Jack shrugged. "Hang it! Take 'em back to the ship!" shouted Captain Bones. "They can stay there until they're ready to find out the kid's treasure for us." Jack and Annie were tossed into the rowboat. Waves splashed the sides. The sky ahead was dark with thunderclouds. A strong wind started to blow. "Row, dogs, row!" said Captain Bones. Uh-oh, so here is Captain Bones, and that must be Jack's finger as they're looking at the map. Oh no, and now they're captured. Pinky and Stinky began rowing toward the big ship. "Look," Annie said to Jack. She pointed back to the shore. Polly the parrot was flying over the sand. "She wants to help us," whispered Annie. Polly started to fly out over the waves, but the winds were too strong. She turned around and flew back to the island. Oh no! Should we keep reading on to chapter 6? Here we go. Chapter 6 is called The Whale's Eye. The rowboat tossed from side to side. The waves were huge. Salty spray stung Jack's eyes. He felt seasick. That means he was getting a little bellyache. "Hold her steady!" shouted Captain Bones. He pointed at the sea. "Or won't be meat for those evil fish in there." Dark fins cut through the water. Sharks! One zoomed right by the boat. Jack could have reached out and touched it. He shuddered. Soon the rowboat pulled alongside the ship. The air was filled with fiddle music and bagpipes playing, and Jack heard jeers, shouts, and scary laughter. "Hoist them aboard!" Captain Bones shouted to his men. Annie and Jack were hauled onto the ship deck. The ship creaked and moaned. It rolled from side to side. Ropes flapped and snapped in the wild wind. Everywhere they looked, Jack and Annie saw pirates. Some were dancing, some were laughing, many were fighting with their fists. Oh my goodness, that is so scary. Look how scared they are. I would be really scared too. "Put him in the cabin," Captain Bones ordered. A couple of pirates grabbed Jack and Annie and they put them in the ship's cabin. The air inside the cabin was damp and sour. A shaft of gray light came through a small window. "Oh man," said Jack, "we have to figure out how to get back to the island so we can get into the treehouse and go home," said Annie. Right. Jack suddenly felt tired. How would they ever get out of this mess? "We better examine the book," he said. He reached into his backpack and pulled out the pirate book, and he flipped through the pages. He looked for information to help them. "Look," he said. He found a picture of pirates burying a treasure chest. "This might help us." Together, they read the words under the picture. Captain Kidd was a famous pirate. It is said that he buried a treasure chest on the deserted island. The chest was filled with gold and jewels. "Captain Kidd," said Jack. "So that's the kid that Bones keep talking about," said Annie. "Right," said Jack. Annie looked out the round window. "And Captain Kidd's treasure is buried somewhere on that island," she said. Jack took out his notebook and pencil, and he wrote in it, "Captain Kidd's treasure on island." "Jack," Annie said. "Shh, just wait a minute," he said. "I'm thinking." "Guess what I see," said Annie. "What?" Jack asked, and he looked back at the book. "A whale." "Neat," he said, and then he looked up. "A whale? Did you say a whale?" "A whale, a huge whale, as big as a football field." Jack jumped up and looked out the window with her. "Where?" Jack asked. All he could see was the island and the stormy waves and shark fins. "There," said Annie. Where?" "There, the island is shaped like a giant whale." "Oh man," whispered Jack. Now he could see it. "See the whale's back?" said Annie. "Yep, the slope of the island looked like the back of a whale." "See his spout?" said Annie. "Yeah, I do," said Jack. The palm tree that held the treehouse looked like the spout of a whale. "See his eye?" said Annie. "Yeah, a big black rock looked like the eye of the whale." "The gold doth lie beneath the whale's eye," said Jack, thinking about the note that he read for the pirate. Wow. And that is the end of chapter 6. So here they are looking out of the window, and they see the island is shaped like a whale. I wonder if that means that the treasure is buried beneath the island somewhere. Tomorrow we will continue reading chapters 7 and 8. My friends, maybe today you can either draw a picture of a whale or a shark, or you can even just draw your favorite part of the story so far. I think my favorite part is when Jack and Annie were swimming in the bright blue water. I hope they get away from these pirates soon, and even maybe they'll find the treasure. My friends, until tomorrow, I will see you guys very soon. Bye!